Welcome back to Merriman Family Farm. It's been a little while since I've updated any videos or photos of the property itself to show everybody what we have going on. There's been some pretty significant changes out here. So in order to prepare for the food forest and permaculture practices that we're wanting to implement here, we did have to take down a lot of the property, a lot of the trees that were here, which are almost all pines. We did leave all of the oak trees, that's the red oak and the post oak, as well as some of the magnolia trees, but as far as the pines, they've pretty much all been taken down. And I'll show you what we have left here in the background. There's one pile, and then you can see another pile there off in the distance. So it doesn't look great right now, which, you know, sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. But one thing that we're doing a little bit differently than, let's say, somebody who's just trying to clear a property for development, which is necessary as well, because people have to have places to live. All of this is not going to be burned. This is actually going to be used for a process or a practice called hugelkultur, which I may or may not have pronounced that correctly. But what it is kind of a no-dig type of farming where you use natural resources such as the leftover limbs and timber in the background, fallen leaves that come down in the fall, some food scraps like banana peels, orange peels, things like that, as well as animal manure from goats, chickens, and just other composted items, and you layer it. So what we're eventually going to do is start placing a layer of just cardboard down in a specified area, the area in which that we're going to want to build our raised bed up on. Lay down that cardboard and then line the area with some of the bigger logs that we have still on the property. Once those logs are placed down, we're going to start filling it in with a little bit of dirt, a lot of leaves, which we still have a lot of leaves left over from the fall, as you can see there. And we're also going to start throwing some of the table scraps and manure in there as well. And along our driveway here, I've actually lined out in some of the leftover sticks where some of our raised bed is going to be at. And you can see in the background there's also a beach ball where the kids were playing at. So our entire driveway is actually going to be lined with natural raised bed, and my goal is to have it stand probably, I don't know, maybe 6 feet high. And the great thing about the hugelkultur beds is it increases the square footage in the area in which you can grow. It protects the rest of the property from wind, which is very helpful here in Florida because sometimes we get some hurricanes. Last season we were pretty fortunate, but you never know.
Daddy.
What's up, dude? Yeah, and got my little helper out here picking up sticks. Say hi, Colson.
Hi, Colson.
So we have the starts of what's going to be a very intricate plan and design that's going to maximize the effectiveness of the entire property. One of the goals of permaculture is to put in all of the energy up front, put in the work up front, and then have the property organized in a way that it all just flows. So everything feeds off of one another. You basically just have to add water to the entire system and it'll last for 20 or 30 years. And then you'll have fruit trees, vegetables, berries. It'll help feed not only us, it'll help feed our animals and hopefully our neighbors as well. So I'll keep you all updated as we make some progress on these raised beds and the other projects we have around here on the farm.